Rated T for teen.
When we made the decision to update and remake classic maps from the Ghost Recon series, Ghost Town was on the short list of candidates. It's been a popular map and was one of the favorites of many of the development team. To approach updating any of these maps, we always start with the same initial premise. First, determine what made the original map memorable and fun, and make sure that we preserve that through any design changes. Ghost Town was a great map for sniping and sneaking around, and it had a very clear King of the Hill layout. Adversarial players could hold positions on the central hilltop to control large portions of the map. In fact, the central building and hill were probably the visual focus of the map as well. This is a moderate to large map, and reactions to maps of this size among our online community are usually mixed. We didn't want to compromise the size and layout of the space, so we decided to locate the team bases as close together as possible. This creates a pretty quick express route to assault an opposing team for players who want faster action. More meticulous players can find plenty of room to move around the sides of the map and disappear into the environment. It was a good combination and hopefully will please fans of all playstyles and game types. The shantytown was also a prominent feature of the original map, but it could not be reproduced exactly without creating a huge imbalance from one side to the other. It's been extended in the updated version of the map, and now stretches almost from one base to the other. This gives players an avenue of movement on that side of the map, which is very close quarters, to contrast with other areas of the map which remain dominated by long sight lines. After getting the rough layout in mind, the main concerns are usually commanding sight lines which can allow players to dominate the map. With the bases separated by a large hill, this was a huge issue with this map. The last thing we want is for one team to get into a central position quickly and lock down the other team's base. This is why several covered routes have been built into the terrain surrounding both base locations. For the scrapyard, a large billboard was placed to protect players in the base from hilltop snipers, and the drainage tunnel under the road nearby provides protection to move further uphill. On the other side of the map, a house was built up across the road from the base, similar to the billboard, to provide cover from the center. Another difference that fans may notice is the house on top of the big hill. It has been altered from the original, which featured a full interior, to utilize more external play space. This is partially because of the difference in the game engine we use now, which handles exterior spaces much better than tight interior ones, and partially because of our new layout requirements, which dictate a well-defined, balanced, and accessible center zone for many of our adversarial game types. The open courtyard came pretty naturally from those conditions. There are many access points and no single dominating position from which a player could defend the entire zone. Teamwork is required to keep control of it for any amount of time. Although this process involves a lot of thought and testing to get right, we are happy to be able to present this small piece of GR history to the gamers, and we're really proud to see this classic roster of maps standing side by side with the newer ones.